I ain't get the shit all out my system yet. Had to come back for a quick 15 minutes. I ain't get the shit completely out my system. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Shit ain't completely out my system yet. Shit ain't completely out my system yet. I'm going for another fucking 15 minutes. We need to get these two bums out of boxing. Real talk. Because you know what they're really doing? You know the trickle effect by having a Fury and a Wilder in boxing? You know what it's doing? It's making good social media channels keep redundant information, redundant storylines, redundant fucking soap opera shit going over and over and over. I listen to Sporting Icons. Listen to fucking Counterpunch. Listen to good channels. Good channels. Okay? Hatman. DT3 the Boom Man. Andrew Tucker. Bruce fucking Vane. You gotta keep talking about the same shit over and over and over and over and over and over again. These two clowns, okay, is hurting boxing. And everything they represent. You can say Fury loves the history of boxing. You can say he's well knowledgeable about the history of boxing, the great names and all that. But is he doing any of those great names any justice? Is Fury doing their names any great justice? Is Wilder doing any great justice to those old great heavyweights of back in the day? No. Because they're not fighting the best competition. And you know who is hurting? The good social media channels out there. The good social media boxing channels. Because they want to do more of the soap opera bullshit and all this. And less of the true and less fighting of the true fighters, the good heavyweights, the ones in the forefront, and the good great contenders that's in the back front or in the back that aren't getting the recognition, that aren't getting the accolades, that's not being put in the front forward like an Andy Ruiz Jr. Those good fighters got to be put and stay on a fucking back burner because two bums. One keep defending his titles against people we don't want to see him fight. And one is being called a lineal champion who ain't even defending his fucking belts before he lost them. That is the facts. Those are the facts. The sport of boxing and social media channels are being hurt by fighters like Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. Now, the last live was more me going on, a whole bunch of bullshit. This is actual facts, though. Watch your favorite channels right now. Watch your favorite YouTube channels. Their work, their ability to make great content for you guys is tapering and going down a dwindling spiral because of the sport of boxing. Keep supporting and putting bums out there that don't want to fight the best fighters. That's not fighting the true competition. Joshua deserved all the accolades he get because he was given the fight fans wanted. He'll fight a Povetkin, a Parker, a White, was going to fight a Baby Miller, an Andy Ruiz, fighting a Klitschko, fighting everybody who's contenders, who's ranked. You dealing with Tyson Fury, you dealing with Deontay Wilder, it seemed like the rankings got to get manipulated to justify why these motherfuckers are fighting them. Isn't this happening all the time? These guys are never in the rankings. A Dominic Brazil too. Are never who ain't fought and who knows how fucking long before he fought Wilder. A Luis Ortiz, who looked like 100 years old fighting Christian Hammer, gonna get a fucking rematch with Wilder. Wilder, Fury need to be fuck out of boxing. Wilder, Fury need to be pushed out of fucking boxing. We keep supporting these bums, they're gonna keep giving us these bums. And those are the facts. You teach people how to treat you. We teach an industry how to treat us. If we keep giving in and following the bullshit or supporting that bullshit, they're going to keep giving us bullshit, people. Those are just the facts. Everybody was supporting and following Joshua. Joshua's making 3 times more money than all of them because Joshua was giving us something that the other two was not giving us. And those are just the facts. No matter how you want to cut it and slice it, no matter how you want to spin it to fit your fucking narrative, who you support. Joshua brought life, admitted by everyone, back into the heavyweight division because he was taking high risk that gave him the high rewards back. Facts. It's real boxing. Real people with facts and know the facts is in my comment section that are schooling all of y'all. So I don't even have to contest. But, and it's just not the heavyweight division. Shit's happening with Earl Spence and Sean Porter. Motherfuckers talking about, well, they're on the other side of the street. Motherfuckers has crossed that, the promoters and networks can make a bridge like that when those motherfuckers want to fight. Anthony Joshua's fought at least 3 PBC fighters. So all this shit about Deontay Wilder can't sign on 120 million fight just 2 fights, whatever he needs for Joshua, is bullshit. He ducked. Tyson Fury, why he didn't want to fight Joshua back then, April 13th, whatever. Bullshit. He ducked. These 2 clowns, who you guys are giving credit to, the WBC title holder and a lineal bum, is destroying boxing. They're destroying boxing. And the promoters are allowing you to do it. Or allowing them. Or enabling them to do it. This is bad, people. You gotta stop supporting this shit. Now, some of you work for those motherfuckers. Some of you, gotta be on a social network, social media to control the narrative. You'll throw some shit inside the comment section like such and such and such. You know what I mean? Then you have a weak-minded motherfucker who's watching the live or the video. You say, oh yeah, he got a point. Then he become a clone and go along with what somebody says in the comments that made it sound like it was logical and made some sense, but it was really some bullshit. They have to do this all the time for a Fury and a Wilder. You don't have to do it for a Joshua because he was fighting everybody. You don't have to cover for a Joshua because he was showing it. The proof was in the pudding, who he's fighting. You got to do this for a Wilder and a Fury. So y'all need to stop supporting a Wilder and a fucking Fury. We don't want to see nobody Fury want to fight. We don't want to see no bullshit. Whoever Fury's going to fight next, y'all need to just block that shit. Don't even watch it. This Ortiz Wilder fight, how many, if Wilder only got 999,000 people to watch the fight between him and Brazil, how many you think are going to watch this fight between Wilder and Ortiz? You got to be serious. You got to be joking. Who wants to watch these fights? Praises to Andy Ruiz Jr. Praises Anthony Joshua. Praises, and you know what? Praises to a Daniel Dubois. Praises to a Gorman. Praises to the fighters who fighting real motherfucking fights, man. Joseph Parker. Dylan White. Okay? Praises to a motherfucking Usyk. You know what I mean? Praises to them. This motherfucker Wilder, though, and this Fury, guys, the sport is being destroyed. Sport is being destroyed, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to support every other motherfucking heavyweight out there besides these two bums. Real talk. Our channels are being saturated with a bunch of bullshit about two bums that don't want to fight the top competition. Channel's content is being hurt. I'm not just complaining about Wilder. I'm complaining about Fury. I'm complaining about any fighter that's not trying to fight. And it's been proven. You can twist it wherever you want. Wilder, Fury, don't care about you guys or us enough. And why should they? They should care about their family first. I get it. But they're not respecting the sport enough to fight the top competition. You can see it last night, guys. It's so evident. You can see it with Wilder signing to fight a 50,000-year-old man again. It's evident. These guys do not respect the sport. They say they do. But actions speak louder than words. And you tell me straight up. Tell me straight up. Are their actions showing they're respecting the sport? Real talk. I'm only here for 15 minutes and I'm out. You tell me how their actions are respecting the sport. We should not support duckers. We should not even talk about them anymore. Talking about them is only hurting. If we keep talking about ducking and ducking and ducking and ducking, that is hurting the sport. That's going to push away casual fans. Where you got to keep talking about ducking all the time. It's the turnoff. It's a plain out turnoff. So it's hurting the YouTube content. It's hurting the sport. It's hurting the money that the sport can generate. And they don't see that they are being the cause of this. The promoters and fighters. You got to blame Shelly Winkle. I guess you had to blame fucking Warren, I guess. But why not? Why ain't Tyson Fury? Frank Warren got Tyson Fury. He got Daniel Dubois. Who would rather see Daniel Dubois fight Tyson Fury rather than a Tom Schwartz? Hit the like button. That's a good question, right? Would you have rather seen Daniel Dubois? Do you think Daniel Dubois would have done better than a Tom George Michael Schwartz? Let's be honest. That's a question before we close out. Do you think Daniel Dubois would have done better than Schwartz? Hey, why don't y'all just ignore that clown who's saying this shit about Joshua. Ignore him. If you feed into that Bama, or wherever the troll is, he's going to keep on. You're giving him too much energy. He's winning then. That's why I haven't even acknowledged him. If he did, answer the question. Would you rather see Daniel Dubois against Fury? Ignore Kamar Lewis. I ain't even reading this shit. Would you rather see Daniel Dubois versus Tyson Fury instead of a Schwartz? Do you think Daniel Dubois would have done better than a George Michael Schwartz? Do you think Gorman would have done better than a George Michael Schwartz? Do you think Dylan White would have done better than a George Michael Schwartz? Then why haven't we seen any of those three guys against Tyson Fury last night? Ask yourselves that question. Ask yourselves that question, people. And if you all saying yes, then that shows you Tyson Fury is a dunker. Because he has the opportunity to fight all those men. White should have been in there at that fight, right? Shouldn't White been in that fight, Tyson Fury? Wasn't that set to be first? Then for Wilder or whoever? Wasn't it? Name all the names that should have been fighting Tyson Fury last night instead of a George Michael Schwartz. Tell me all the names right now that were done much better than George Michael Schwartz last night. Pulev, yep. All the names that were done better, that should have been in the ring last night against Tyson Fury instead of George Michael Schwartz. Say the names, people. Okay? Say the names. Anyone, right? All the people who should have been in that fight last night versus Fury, besides George Michael Schwartz, say the name. Why the fuck was George Michael Schwartz in that ring last night? Let's get to the bare. Let's get to the bare facts. Don't delete nobody. If they ain't disrespecting nobody in the comment section, don't delete. Let their chose be. Just ignore them. Trevor Bryant. Why was a George Michael Schwartz in the ring last night with a Tyson Fury? He's had his warm-ups. He's had his fight with fucking Wilder. He's back. Why was George Michael Schwartz in that ring with Tyson Fury? Why? Ignore him. Come on. Let him spit. If you don't respond to him, he's going to go away like a fly, I guarantee you. He's going to go away like a fly. Why? Why? I'm not even reading his comments. Hay? Yeah, Hay should have been in that fight better than George Michael Schwartz. If we know all this, Justice Boots, what's up, King? What's up, brother? Why the fuck was George Michael Schwartz? Isn't that the obvious? Isn't that obvious that Fury don't want to give you what you guys want? Doesn't that make that obvious? It's up and coming fights. It's up and comers that deserve to be in that ring. More than George Michael Schwartz. We all know who Daniel Dubois is. Why couldn't have put Big Jennings up in there? He could have fought his fucking brother. Huey Fury. You goddamn right. Ajaba. Name more fighters that should have been in that fight last night versus Fury besides George Michael Schwartz. Huey Fury. Good one. Lucas Brown. Yes. Come on, y'all. What about the other Joe Joyce? Big Joe Joyce, right? Why the fuck? I'm live because I had to get the shit out of my system, Callum Bush. What's up, my brother? I'm getting the shit out of my system before I go see my pops. Only for 30 minutes. I'm only here 10 more minutes. Why? And I just want to ask this one question. Who else? Now, you can answer that. For Fury. Who should be fighting Wilder right now besides Luis Ortiz? Who should be? And it was all the names you guys named. Why is Luis Ortiz given a second shot with Wilder? He got knocked out in the first one. And that fight was getting booed. It wasn't good enough to have, it didn't draw enough people. It wasn't good enough to have a rematch. Why is Luis Ortiz given another opportunity to fight Wilder? And who should be in the ring fighting Wilder right next? Who should be fighting Wilder next? People, give me the names of who deserves to be in the ring in the fight with Wilder other than Luis Ortiz. Who deserves? Last night was Fury. I just asked you, who deserves to be in our ring other than George Michael Schwartz? Now I'm asking you, who deserves to be in the next fight versus Wilder other than Luis 50,000-year-old Ortiz? Luis Fossil Fuel Ortiz. Luis the Fossil Ortiz. That's his new nickname. Not Ruiz. Ruiz ain't on there because Ruiz is fighting Joshua next. Anybody except Ruiz. Who deserved? White? Who deserved to be in that fight with Deontay Wilder other than Luis Ortiz? Luis Ortiz actually don't deserve to be in there. He lost. What names we know of, upcoming, banging right now, deserve to be in that ring with Wilder upcoming fight besides Luis Ortiz? David Price. Give me some more names. Kawanaki. Give me more names. Top fighters that we know deserve to be in there. Allen, Parker. Who else? Even Miller. Yeah, who else? Pulev too, right? Pulev should be in there. He deserves to be in there. Would you like to see a Daniel Dubois? Do you think a Daniel Dubois? Same question I posed for Fury. I posed for Wilder. Do you think Daniel Dubois do better against Wilder than the Luis Ortiz? Chisora. Do you think Daniel Dubois do better against Wilder than the Luis Ortiz? Yeah, so ignore Kamar. Don't even. Good question, right? Do you think Daniel Dubois will give Wilder a better fight than Luis Ortiz? If the question is, if the answer for you is yes, then we know Wilder's ducking. Daniel Dubois, you think Joe Joyce would do better against, deserve a match against Wilder other than more than Luis Ortiz? Do you think Pulev deserve a fight with Wilder more than Luis Ortiz? Yes. I'm sure he does. We all know he do. Look at this, break it down for what it is, in the bare essence. Why is Wilder fighting Luis Ortiz? He already fought him. The fight wasn't that exciting. He stopped him. Why is Wilder fighting Luis Ortiz? Oscar Rivas. Right. Why is a Tyson Fury fighting a Tom George Michael Schwartz? Ask yourself these two simple questions. Why? Because they're duckers. All these names in the heavyweight division. You can bring so many Brits over here to fight these boys, right? And the Brits follow their fans. And they'll make more money fighting Brits. Talk about Fury and Wilder. They'll make more money fighting the Brits right now, the British heavyweights right now, than they will fighting the two bums, the one bum he fought last night and the upcoming bum he's about to fight. And more money with the bum he just fought with Brazil, Wilder. He can fight any Brit right now. But excluding Joshua, any of the top Brits, it make more money and have more views. Tyson Fury can and Wilder could have, other than the Brazil. So why did they fight these guys? Simple questions, right? Why did they fight them? It's so easy to see. The proof is in the pudding. The proof is right there glaring in your face. Why is Tyson Fury, after fighting a Wilder, fighting a George Michael Schwartz? Tom Schwartz. Why is Deontay Wilder, after fighting a Fury, fighting a Dominic Brazil? He could have fought, fuck it, I'm going to get this up-and-coming young slugger, Daniel Dubois, with real power. I'm going to fight him. Tyson Fury, you know what? Dylan White's prove it. I'm going to fight him. Let me fight Pulev. Tyson Fury could say, okay, well, look, let me fight a Joseph Parker. Even an ex-champ. Why? Ask those questions. Why is a Wilder fighting a Brazil or for the Brazil? Why is did Wilder fight a Brazil, or why did Fury fight a Schwartz? The proof is right in front of your fucking face. Because they're not respecting the sport. They don't respect you and me, most of all. They don't respect us. They don't respect themselves. They're not challenging themselves because they're not respecting the sport. And you know who's suffering from it? YouTube content. We can't give you great talk. We can't give you great storylines because they're not fighting who they're supposed to be fighting. And it's right in front of your face, beautiful spirits, pugilist fanatics. Why is Tyson Fury, after he fighting Pinata, bum Wilder, fighting a Tom Schwartz? Why Wilder, after fighting a Fury, fighting a fucking Dominic Brazil? Well, let him get him out the way. But why is he fighting now a Luis Ortiz again? Why? It's right in front of your face. Joshua, Anthony the Great, is the only one who respecting the sport, people. Not the only one. Pardon me. Not the only one. Andy Ruiz Jr., now king of the heavyweights. He has the 3 belts. He don't have no invisible belt. He don't have the We Be Crooks belt. Joseph Parker, respects. Chisora, respects. Dylan White, respects. These other 2 guys, they don't care about you, me, us. They should be banned. Instead of my channel being shadow banned, these 2 boxers should be ignored, bro. You teach people how to treat you. Shalom. You teach people how to treat you. It was a fucking joke, John Cable. The lineal champion. And that's Andy Ruiz Jr. Y'all still paying attention to Kamar the Troll? They all circus acts. Wilder and Fury are circus acts. And that's why they should be banned from the sport. They are killing the sport viewership. They are killing the money generated in the sport. Fury is a quitter. That's why he went on. Fury is the quitter. That's why he went away for 2.5 years. That's why he never defended his belts when he had them. Because he's a quitter. Wilder. His career was a quit before it ever started. That's why he never fought no serious top competition. That's why Fickle himself said he's a baby winning the title. Hit the like button. These two guys need to be pushed out the sport. For real. I'm sorry to say that. There's certain things Fury guy I can respect his skill set. I can't respect his quality opponent or his lack of quality opponents he's facing. Can't respect it. You feel me? Loma smash them all. Yeah, he will. Loma will beat a George Michael Schwartz. It's just what it is. Hit the like buttons, y'all. Get me up to 40 and I'm out of here. Yo, I think they need to be out of here. They're destroying the sport. Fury, Wilder is destroying the sport of boxing. For real. All we getting is fucking soap operas and shit. All we get is insults and shit. These guys are garbage cans. They're mental cases. We need to throw those babies out with the bathwater. They're not respecting the sport. Simple as that. They are not respecting the sport. Okay? And YouTube content is going down. Fans are leaving the sport. Here's the proof. The lower weight divisions are suffering because of two cowards in the heavyweight division. Fury and Wilder have the potential of raising their standards up to a Joshua standard and the sport thriving again. 1 minute and I'm out. And the sport thriving again. We're getting the big fights on the undercards. We be getting packed arenas, huge fight parties again. We don't get none of that now no more. Because these two bums, these two Dawson twins, don't want to fight the best competition. And the lower weight divisions are hurting because of it. He was only picked to make him look good, Arsenal, you damn right. Daniel Dubois should have been in that ring. A Joyce, a Jennings, a Pulev should have been in that fight versus Fury. Okay? Not somebody we never heard of in a day in our lives. Those same names and more, a White, should have been in that fight versus, or should be the next fight Deontay Wilder fight, it shouldn't be no damn Luis Ortiz, who is a fossil fuel by now. 50,000 years old. So this shows you, these are facts, that these two men are dunkers. Look at their next competition after they fought each other. Look at the competition after they fought each other. It's plain sight proof that they are not respecting the sport of boxing, are not respecting the heavyweights before them. Now, all heavyweights, every fight has fought a few pansies. Everybody's done that. We agree. But right now, we're talking about the sport. The heavyweight division needs a revival. Joshua brought the revival back. But these two motherfucking sidekicks are not following his lead in fighting the top competition to help the sport come back where it needs to be. And that's why they're making petty fucking money. You know what I'm saying? They're making petty money. $12.5 million. That would have been great back in the 80s. But shit, in the 80s, Tyson was getting $20 million a fight. The real Tyson, Iron Mike, was making $20-25 million a fight in the fucking 80s. So what does it look like? Tyson Fury making $12.5 million fight in 2019. Think about it. Think about it. Tyson Fury made Deontay Wilder $20 million, $10 million. This is 2019. Tyson, Holyfield, they was making $25 million a fight in the 90s, in the 80s. 25 years later, these motherfuckers is making $10 million a fight today. Have you niggas heard of inflation? That's why they want to fight these pansies. They don't have the heart to fight real fights. Look at it. Look at the rate. $12.5 million. $20.5 million ain't shit today. When these motherfuckers was making, fucking Larry Holmes was making $12.5 million a fight. Larry Holmes. Jerry Cooney and shit. These motherfuckers making $12.5 million in the 21st century. Bro. That's fucking nuts. That shows you they're not fighting the top competition. That's proof. The proof is in the purse. That's my new saying. Yo, somebody hashtag that. The proof is in the purse. Floyd Mayweather making $1 billion. Floyd Mayweather's making $1 billion because he fought the motherfuckers you want to see him fight. The proof is in the purse. Somebody hashtag that in my shit right now. The proof is in the purse. I'm coining that shit. Hashtag, the proof is in the purse. Hashtag the shit. Hashtag, the proof is in the purse. These motherfuckers ain't fighting. That's why Joshua's making so much more. That's why Canelo's making so much more. He had to fight the big names. It has to be all together, John K. The proof. The proof is in the purse. 12.5 million in 2019. I'm out of here. Hit the like button. That's the facts. Wilder, 10 million a fight. 4.5 million a fight. Now because he get 20 million. Which is some bullshit to me. Because I want to know how much of a cut is Finkel got out that bitch. With 990,000 people watched it by themselves. Oh, I'm sorry, 14 million on Twitter. That shit don't count though. Free TV. The proof is in the purse. Fighting on free TV. The proof is in the purse. Wilder, Fury are becoming cancers to the sport. They're deteriorating away the respect people have for boxing. MMA got our shit now. MMA is kicking our ass. Because they fighting. We need to get these Dawson twins out the sport, y'all. For real. We need to get the Dawson twins out the sport. We ain't even hardly seeing blood. We didn't even see no blood drew with Tyson and Wilder fight. These motherfuckers, we don't even see swollen eyes hardly no more. Tyson Fury come out that fight unscathed. It's a joke, y'all. They ain't respecting the sport. YouTube content is being hurt by it. We can name 100 names that should have been in the fight versus Fury last night. We could name 100 names that should have been in that fight versus Wilder last fight and the fight coming up. They don't respect the sport. They don't respect the fans. They don't respect those who came before them, really, because their actions show it. And the proof is in the purse. I'm out again. Had to dice that shit down more logically this time. Ask the questions. Who you would have seen in that fight rather than a Tom Schwartz? Who you rather see fight while the fight next rather than a Luis Ortiz? All y'all put the names down there. Put the names down there. A Joe Joyce, a Dubois, a Pulev, a White, a Jennings. It's 15, 20 fighters that should have been in these fights. But we getting bums. And we getting fucking rewinds of the same shit. Wilder, Ortiz. It's a joke. These bums need to be banned from the sport. This is Myron Magnus. Boxing Logics United. Peace.